Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Christina, coming to you from the Catio, and I have been absent the past few days, and that's because on Wednesday, late afternoon, my stepfather passed away, which it wasn't an unexpected thing, but he was ill for some time. But I typically, when someone's passed, I've been able to really come together, rally, and support everybody and handle those situations well. It's something that I don't want to say I'm proud of, but I'm really strong and typically in those types of situations, and being able to be there for other people. And on Thursday, I was trying to talk to my mom. I stayed up late. Thursday, I got up in my normal time of 4 in the morning to take care of the cats, and I drank 2 Red Bulls and went to work, and then I started having major anxiety. I think all the jitteriness from the Red Bull, I do not recommend drinking caffeine, and I don't usually drink that kind of volume of caffeine, but I was so tired. And since then it's just triggered. I got really nauseous on Friday, and I took off from work again just to be able to try to get this under control. And even now that, even though this has triggered it, and like I said, I don't know if it's, my stepdad passing or if it's really I think it's the stress of that. Then I, drank those Red Bulls. That didn't work out so well for me. And then the past few days, yesterday and today, I've just been, today I felt better. I actually, washed my hair and got into a shower and kind of peeled myself off the couch. But it's not easy. And this, 8 months ago, I would never have told you I'd be sitting here experiencing the feelings and emotions that I am now. And that's why I wanted to hop on, though, and actually show you and tell you that this is part of that trauma bond that still, I obviously still have not broken. The panic, the anxiety, I don't know. Sometimes I sit here and wonder, am I going to live like this the rest of my life? I don't take any medication for anxiety. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just something that's a choice I've made for me. But yeah, it's just not, I don't know how the past few days I went from really coming on here and feeling like I was doing good by sharing my story, sharing topics of different aspects of narcissistic abuse and trauma. And then just in a few days, it's like, boom, back to square one. And even though I know I've made progress, when you're in the middle of it and your anxiety and panic ramps up and you begin to crying, and it manifests in different ways, it's just so difficult to get back on track. It's so hard to focus, and you just feel lost. You feel hopeless. And of course, the moment that all that anxiety comes, and when I do begin crying, I keep saying, and the first thing I say is, I want to go home. And it's not that I know that this is my home, and I'm very grateful that I have my home. But when I say I want to go home, that means to him, to the narcissist, and it's been 8 months. And some days you just feel like that Stockholm syndrome takes over, and you still want to be with that person. And it sucks. It sucks that you feel like your abuser is the only one that's going to really be able to help you and make you feel better. But that is the way that I guess it is sometimes. And, I keep saying I want to go home. I love you. How could you do this to me? And the thing is you're never going to have closure from a narcissist. I'm never going to get closure on what happened to me. There's never going to be no final talk and discussion and hey, and it's just something I have to accept. And I think my fear of being alone plays into it from time to time. I'm going to be 39 years old, and I know I'm going to say this, and please, I know this is not maybe the way that most people believe, popular opinion, but for me, I'm 39. Who and where am I going to find the love of my life. I feel like I had the love of my life and I lost the love of my life. Because what's really even worse is the love of my life didn't even exist. It's coming to those terms that everything was, in fact, a lie. And knowing that what I know now, and I can reason that out in my head, it still does not help to regulate my central nervous system again and just try to, try to ramp up my meditation and try to just calm down, because the past few days have been so difficult, and it's like my head is so foggy right now, and I'm overwhelmed, and my next therapy session is not until Thursday, and we were just getting started on different aspects because I've been making so much progress, and we were just going to start talking about, my views of how I feel with looks and just different things, and now I feel like I've been set back so badly that, this is just something I didn't need and I did not expect. And I hope I know I'm kind of all over the place today. I'm not articulating any of this very well. But like I said 8 months ago, I never even knew what this kind of pain felt like. I never knew what anxiety was. And it just goes to show you that even after 8 months and therapy once a week and meditation and really trying to move forward, I still have not where I need to be. And my fear of being alone, my fear of aging, that fear and thought that I'll never find true love in my life. And quite honestly, I always knew I never wanted to have kids. My cats are my babies. I love them, and they're my family. But I always wanted to be a wife. I always thought I would be a very good wife. And I feel like he took everything from me, and he took that even thought and hope of at least having a partnership with someone away. And I know that it's a foolish thing. People say, oh, you move on, you'll find someone else. And I just don't feel that's in the cards for me. And especially when, I can't even get past and break the trauma bond, how can I ever trust to let anyone else in? So, like I said, it's been a real rough few days. And if you're out there seeing this video, if this is the first video, please, I apologize. My videos are at least a little bit more organized and put together on different topics of narcissistic abuse. But just know that if you're in that relationship, you've got a long haul ahead, and it's not going to always be pretty. Some days you're going to feel like, yeah, I'm making progress, and other days you're just going to feel, beat to the ground. And it takes a toll on your body, it takes a toll on your health, your spirit, your soul, and just the loneliness of it all. Everybody says, well, when you're in that abusive relationship, it's lonely. And it is. It truly is. Because you're alone regardless. But it's just having that someone there, being on someone's arm, knowing that there's somebody, a person on this planet that's supposed to love and care for you. And even with me knowing my narcissist didn't care, it was still nicer to have or be able to say I have somebody. And it's just hard to let go, and it's hard just to accept everything that has happened. And sometimes I look at this and I go, well, how did I get here? And am I going to have to live my whole life, the rest of my life, like this? Is it going to be anxiety and panic, that just spur up every few months? Is it going to be something I live with the rest of my life? And I don't want to. I want to become strong enough to break this trauma bond, to not have this panic and anxiety, but I truly don't know. This is part of the healing process. You don't know how long it's going to take. And please don't ever put a time frame on how long you're supposed to take to heal, because the truth of the matter is I think it depends the duration of time that you were in that relationship, and not only that, but what the level of the abuse was, and where you're at and what space mentally you're at, and if you start therapy. And like I said, I've been with my narcissist, it was a little over 18 years. In fact, this month coming up, we would have had our 19th anniversary together. So it's just not a good time, guys, and I appreciate you watching this video. And again, I hope to get back shooting on a more regular schedule this coming week. But yeah, it's been a really rough couple of days, and I have to say, shooting videos does make me feel better. It's almost like another form of therapy for me. So I just wanted to share that it's not always you see these videos, even my videos, where it's like, wow, she's doing so well, or he's doing so well, they're so strong, and they have such a positive message. And the truth is, though, that if you've been through narcissistic abuse, it's not all good every day. And it takes a lot out of you, and like I said, it just has drained me mentally and emotionally, and it's taken a physical toll on my health. So I hope that this week I can get back on a better track, start to gain, getting better control over my panic and anxiety, and continue to move forward in the best way I can. So I just wanted to hop on here, though, and share this with you guys, because I wanted you to really know that it's not every day is going to be good. We're all going to have those bad days, the down days, and where everything just kind of comes crashing down on you. So I hope if you're in a narcissistic abusive relationship, just know you can get out. But getting out is the hardest thing you're ever going to have to walk through, at least for me. That's my experience. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to go through in my entire life. So anyways, guys, you take care, and I hope to talk and share more with you, and maybe be in a little bit of better spirits myself the next few days. So you guys take care, and until next time, bye.